eyes are on Jamar Chase, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Bengals and...
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man... Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running it, stop him short. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Charlie Jones. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. What did he do with it?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield now, Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He's still barreling through. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 58 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Well, the Ravens are looking. He's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, middle.
Mixon. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Middle. Go.
Another try for Mixon. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
37-yard line. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
What's up, man?
And they'll accept that penalty.
Let's go, man. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, middle. Report.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Encroachment, defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Middle. Go. You at X.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. An option handoff here to Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Here we go.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They go play action with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former...
There he goes, left side. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. And bulldozing his way through.
A nice job getting 3 on the return for 13 yards.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Joe Mixon
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
The Bengals are 12-2 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on first down. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens take So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the... for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete.
Gotta go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown Bengals!
Jamar Chase
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
Still going. They can't stop him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd down and 4.
To throw is Jackson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 62-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, this one knocked down to the backfield. It's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change the pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing.
Here's a diving catch right side. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. It's Burrow. And Gordon's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He gets away from one. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. They'll get further out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson. Dumps it off to Mixon. Calling a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Delay of game, option. 'Cause 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 'cause
Let's go. Let's do our thing.
You